Today we're talking about the toys in Marvel, and literally because Age of Ultron's coming out, there is no Black Widow stuff, and I kind of really started looking at this entire whole article and started thinking about it, and these are kind of my thoughts on it. I think toy companies need to turn around and rethink what they're doing. An amazing film's coming out tomorrow on the 23rd of May, because we're getting a week early in the UK. I feel that toy companies now are still living in the past. I feel that when they make this decision, like, oh, we're gonna bring out all the Avengers, we're gonna bring out Iron Man, Cap, and we're gonna bring out the variants like on the motorbikes, but then again, Black Widow will be left behind. They'll be like, oh, we don't want to make Black Widow toys. Black Widow's not gonna have anything to do with it, but so you're not gonna be able to complete your set of toys. But we're not going to bring out anything to do with the girls. We're not going to bring out Scarlet Witch either. And possibly the same thing is with DC. Like, if they brought out the entire line of DC toys, I know that you're not going to bring out Wonder Woman because boys don't play with girls' toys. No, they don't. That's how I kind of see this is a decision that they make. I know they did this with Gamora and Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy. They brought out all the toys, you know, they brought out Rocket Raccoon and Groot and Star-Lord and stuff like that. But again, Gamora, very influenced character, a very good role model, and yet again they didn't bring the toys out. Now, when this happened, there was videos made of people turning around taking their kids to the stores and going like, go find it, and they couldn't find her whatsoever. There was hardly any reference. I think on one t-shirt there was her, and then that's it. This is the same thing as what they've done with Black Widow. Now, when this article listed, they looked on both Marvel.com and on the Disney store, and they found like 3 things. They found a t-shirt with her on it, and the other Avengers, a bag with a shopping bag, should I say, and also a figure for the Disney Infinity. And when you kind of think about it, when you look at all this sort of stuff, there is hardly any female kind of toys, and I think companies now need to start thinking, well, there is a big market. Boys don't always play with grit, and girls don't always play with glitter. And you know, you'll find out that sometimes boys will play with glitter, girls will play gritter, and then you've got girls that will play with grit, and that's it. It's now thinking more outside the box and saying, look, you know, people want to buy the female leads, they want to buy the female supports, whatever. They want that sort of character, and having that choice. Now, they could make thousands and millions of Black Widows, Scarlet Witches, and Wonder Womans, and if they don't sell, then fair enough, but you're giving that option for the person to buy it, rather than having people going, I'm not going to buy your toy line because we're not going to be able to finish the Avengers, but we can buy Tony on a motorbike, or Tony with an airplane when he's in his Iron Man suit, where he can do all this sort of stuff anyway. And the same thing with, like, say, Spider-Man. Now, I know that if I went out and looked at the Spider-Man, I could be wrong on this one, and I probably am, but I don't know. But if I went and bought the all amazing Spider-Man toys, the cartoon that's on Marvel, I guarantee you there'll probably just be Iron Fist, Power Man, Spider-Man, and Agent Coulson, I'm going to say, but you probably won't find White Tiger because they think, oh, well, no one wants it. I do think that Disney, or whoever makes it, does think that girls will only play with princesses. So you'll have like Elsa from Frozen and Anna, and they'll sell well because girls like them, and I guarantee you some of those sales will be because boys like them or collectors want to collect them. And now I don't know why we're still kind of stuck in this era of, as I said before, you know, guys are willing to buy boys toys, so they'll buy the big strong muscle men, and girls will go out and buy like princesses. I can't figure out why. You know, it's to a point where we need to evolve, and we need to become more forward with buying this sort of stuff, and actually giving the option of, if you want it, buy it. If you don't, it's up to you. But you know, having boys going like, oh, I want to buy this particular item, or I want to buy the male version, yeah, we need to kind of change on this one, and it needs to kind of happen soon, because at the end of the day, it's getting ridiculous that you can't get your favorite characters. When I was reading this article, it linked me to another one about Gamora and Nebula, and I was kind of like, I kind of really irritated. It kind of brings me back to the Young Justice video that I did about how it was cancelled because girls were buying the toys, etc, etc. There's a link to that one down below. From the, like, I'm going to read this, right? So from Batman, the animated series producer stroke writer Paul Dini, he admits executives don't want girls watching the shows because girls don't buy the toys, to Disney being shocked at the outrage that they have no plans on selling Princess Leia figures in stores. Hollywood has made it pretty clear that unless otherwise noted, official merchandise is boys only Clubhouse, which is doubtly insulting if they do dudes don't want to round out their Guardians of the Galaxy collection with Gamora and Nebula. This is interesting, because if that's how they think, then they definitely need to change their entire thought process, because to be honest, I'm sick and tired of having like, oh, you know, boys like blue, girls like pink. Well, boys like pink and girls like blue. It's a colour, but then it's kind of defying on that one. Going back to this article, it was interesting what they were saying. They were saying like Frozen is the top grossed animated film of all time. Must be a fluke. So obviously, you know, toy sales. The Hunger Games was the highest grossing film of 2013. Again, I've not really seen many toys of the Hunger Games. I'm guessing there'll be the small little figure. Wonder Woman is the highest grossing straight to DVD DC animated movie. Must be just dudes buying it. The Agent Carter shirt sold out immediately at SDCC, and Marvel was shocked and confused as the amount of demand, you don't say. That's literally what they're saying, and I find it really interesting because, again, if they looked at it and they looked at how this marketing worked, they'd be surprised, and they know it. Wonder Woman is one of the biggest and amazing characters out there. She's a massive role model in what she stands for, and again, it's you know, you're gonna get guys and you're gonna get girls buying it, but you know, effectively, what you know, as this article said, it's saying like, oh, Wonder Woman must be dudes buying it, and that's it. So thousands of dudes or thousands of guys are buying Wonder Woman stuff. That's it. No one else, just men. That's it. No, girls don't like Wonder Woman. Girls don't like that. No, 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 no. Boom, gone. So it kind of irritates me a lot that, you know, we're not going to get these figures, and oh, it blows my mind that companies are not thinking more outside it. You know, you'd kind of think that one company would step out and say, okay guys, look, we're going to produce this for you, we're going to make this, we're going to make it happen, and you are going to love it, and you know, test it. See what happens. I guarantee you those figures will go. At the end of the day, if you think that people aren't going to be like, oh, I don't know about that, oh, that's hot water, let's go there and it's choppy waters, I like calm water. You know, it's like, hell, dive in, jump in, make the jump, make it happen, and see what happens. At the end of the day, if you're seeing toy sales rise, people are going to buy it. Hell, you know, I've talked to many people, and even if you looked at the Young Justice video that I did, I guarantee you that multiple girls have commented on that saying that they wanted the show. Even guys have said this is ridiculous. So, so let's make Black Widow figure happen, let's make a Scarlet Witch happen, hell, let's make lots of female figures happen, and let's see them pump out, let's see people collecting, people adding to collection. Hell, I guarantee you've got boys and girls that will actually play with the figures, and they'll want it. They'll want it for the collection, they'll want to take them on imaginary adventures. Hell, they'll probably team them up with the Ninja Turtles, they'll probably, She-Ra figure, don't know why She-Ra, but you know, they'll team up with loads of things to play. That's what it is. It's not, it's how kids and how people will play with them. That's what I think anyway. Right, question of the day, Rangers, is do you think that we should see more girl toys? Some like the figures like Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Wonder Woman, Catwoman, Black Cat, all this sort of thing, and even Gamora and Nebula, those sorts of characters. Do you think that we should see them, or do you think that, you know, we should stay by what we are doing now and just releasing the male figures because it's a boys only club, which I think it should be in everyone's club? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you've liked this video, like, favorite, comment and subscribe. Check out Yatta Games and all that goodness, and as always, Rangers, thanks for watching, and I will see you in a bit.